Ladies and gentlemen, I am extremely excited and glad that you clicked this particular video to understand why Rigathi Gachagua cautioned the Luhya nation against trusting William Samoei Arap Ruto. Because according to Rigathi Gachagua, William Ruto used the exact script he is using in the Luhya nation in the mountain. But at the end of the day, William Ruto still conned the mountain. In this video, I want us to try and understand why Rigathi Gachagua is attacking William Ruto the way he's doing. Rigathi Gachagua was on TikTok and he said so many things against William Ruto.
With the consultations, they are causing a lot of jitters. You can hear everybody now is just abusing me in Western Kenya. The president and his team went there for a development tour, and Rigathi Gachagua has become the center of that tour. Instead of discussing roads, they are discussing Rigathi Gachagua. Instead of discussing water, they are discussing Rigathi Gachagua. Instead of discussing sugarcane farming, they are discussing Rigathi Gachagua. And I want to tell the people of Western Kenya to be very, very careful, to learn from us. The president was here for 5 years. He would spend 6 days here, he would spend 7 days here, and that's the way he convinced us to vote for him. So you be very careful. You can learn from us. You are just being wooed the way he wooed us. Now he doesn't come here because we know him. You know, he cannot repeat the same thing again because he was here. He was here in church every Sunday. He was in every village. He knew every road by name. Now he's disappeared because the people of here have known him. They have known that all those things he told us were not true. They were lies. And he cheated us and he conned us. So I want to tell the people of Western Kenya to be careful. We have seen that script before. What is happening is what happened to Mount Kenya region. So he is 6 days, 7 days in Western, promising this, promising that. Nothing will come out of it. And I would like to ask the president and those in Western Kenya, please deal with the issues in Western Kenya. There is a road infrastructure that is very wanting. There's no water. There are no drugs. People have problems. The sugarcane factories need to be sorted out. Rigathi Gachagua is not the solution of the problems in Western Kenya. A whole president and the whole brigade goes to a whole region. Instead of discussing development, they are just discussing Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua is not a road in Busia. He is not a water pan in Vihiga. He is not a hospital in Luanda. How come you have trivialized a whole tour of a region to one person? You are just discussing a person instead of discussing the issues that are a challenge to the people of that area. And also it's good to respect the people. When you talk about corruption, the people of this country, including a grade 4 child, knows who is corrupt. You don't even to ask them who is corrupt in this country. When you talk about incompetence, the people of Kenya know who is incompetent. That is where we are as a country. That is sheer incompetence. If you ask people in 2 years what has happened in this country, that is sheer incompetence. So when you talk about people who are corrupt, people who are incompetent, just take the mirror, look at yourself, because the people of Kenya know better. They know exactly where we are. People are very intelligent. You know, it's the way we used to have in Nairobi, a pickpocket would snatch a bag from somebody and then would point to the same person and say, thief, thief, thief. And then the people would run against that thief. But people are very intelligent today. When you speak to people in Western Kenya, in Kenya, they know. About corruption, they know. About Adani, they know. About the 104 billion program for SHA.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Rigathi Gachagua deconstructing William Samoei Arap Ruto, the president of the Republic of Kenya. Who would have imagined that in the year 2025, it was going to be Rigathi Gachagua attacking William Samoei Arap Ruto? And that's why I keep on telling you that politics is a very interesting game, and politics has only two constants, which is the interest and betrayal. And allow me to repeat this one once again. If there's one man who is going to destroy William Ruto, then that man is none other than Rigathi Gachagua. If you were to ask me, William Ruto did not really think over the move to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. But let us not focus on that for now. For now, I want us to focus on why Rigathi Gachagua decided to advise the Luhya nation against trusting William Samoei Arap Ruto. Let me ask you this question, and I want this question to be answered particularly by the subscribers on this channel who are from the Luhya nation, can you trust William Samoei Arap Ruto? Can you take William Ruto's words to the bank? That is the question I want to pose to you guys. Because if I were to pose the same question to the Kikuyu nation, who trusted William Ruto 100%, the answer would be totally different. But why would William Ruto caution the Luhya nation? Before we get into all those details, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. Two things are very clear. That the 2027 presidential elections in the Republic of Kenya will be determined by two factors. The first factor is the Luhya nation. The second factor is Mount Kenya. How are they going to vote? And Mount Kenya is going to be determined by none other than Rigathi Gachagua. Forget about Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta will not have much influence on how the mountain will be voting because the mountain has already taken shape. Rigathi Gachagua has won the hearts of the mountain unless Rigathi Gachagua will commit another mistake. And because the Luhya nation and the mountain will determine the outcome of 2027, we should be looking at Rigathi Gachagua's attacks on William Ruto towards that angle. The other day, you watched how Musalia Mudavadi attacked Rigathi Gachagua. Yesterday, William Ruto and his troops also attacked Rigathi Gachagua. And Rigathi Gachagua today responded in equal measure. For example, Rigathi Gachagua revealed during that TikTok live that William Ruto actually wrote some abusive message to Justin Muturi. And that can explain why Muturi never attended the cabinet meeting. But if you are to leave that, at what point did Rigathi access the message from Muturi? Which means Muturi and Rigathi Gachagua are actually working together. And Rigathi Gachagua even confirmed that Mount Kenya is gone from the grip of William Samoei Arap Ruto. That even if William Ruto were to appoint the daughters of Mombi,
his deputy president, make Mombi his prime cabinet secretary, make the 9 daughters, Washera, Waithera, Wanjiru, Wambui, and all as cabinet secretaries, nothing would change. The mountain is gone on forever because the mountain hates betrayal and hates deception. Those are two things that the people of the mountain hate. So no amount of appointing anybody in this region will change anything. The people are through with President William Ruto because he betrayed the region and he deceived the region. And his remedy, that is a matter, is a close chapter. And
he won't get the mountain, which means for William Ruto, the Luhya nation is critical for him. For him to succeed, he must win the support of the Luhya nation. And that is why William Ruto is camping in the Luhya nation. But why would Rigathi Gachagua decide to respond by cautioning the Luhya nation against trusting William Samoei Arap Ruto? Number one, it is because William Ruto is now focusing more on the Luhya nation because the mountain is gone. So what Rigathi Gachagua is trying to do is countering William Ruto by trying to muddy the waters down there. The fact that he spoke the way he spoke and William Ruto had to respond to him, it means William Ruto was actually hit right somewhere, very painfully.
Wale viongozi wote wafisadi, wale incompetent, wale viongozi ambao ni wezi, wale ambao ni wa ukabila na wale ambao ni wa ubinafsi hawana nafasi katika Kenya hii. Ndio mliona wale walikuwa wanajaribu hiyo biashara walitembea wakitembea. Ama namna gani? Tunaelewana? Sasa wanajaribu kutupatia lecture huko msituni. Wewe ambaye some incompetent people who were removed because of incompetence and because of corruption and because of theft and because of ethnicity and negative personal things, you want to give us lectures on how Kenya should go where? Hakuna nafasi ya watu kama hawa. Ama mnasemaje watu wa Busia? Mnataka watu wakuja watuambie hapa mambo ya shares na mambo ya mitego? Ati hawa wa Kenya hawafai kwa sababu hawana shares. Hii Kenya si nchi ya shares, hii Kenya ni ya Wakenya wote. Ndio tumetengeneza serikali ya kuunganisha Wakenya wote. Na nitasimama kidete Hakuna mtu atatusukuma kutoka mahali ya kuunganisha Wakenya. Hakuna siasa ya uchuki na ukabila na kuwatenganisha Wakenya itafaulu Kenya hii. Kwa sababu Wakenya wamekataa na sisi wote tumeungana na sisi ni kitu kimoja.
So for me, I think what Rigathi Gachagua has decided to do, because this man, and I warned you, worked with William Ruto very closely. So he understands all the tricks which William Ruto can actually apply. So for me, that is the most important thing. Number two, let me just adjust this. Number two, I think Rigathi Gachagua is also keen on portraying William Ruto as a betrayer, someone you cannot trust. Let me again pose the question to my lawyer friends. If William Ruto could betray Rigathi Gachagua and the mountain, what tells you, the Luhya nation, that he cannot do the same to you? That is the exact question Rigathi Gachagua is asking. Because let us face the reality. Without the mountain in 2022, there is no way William Ruto was going to become the president of the Republic of Kenya. And the mountain, as much as William Ruto won their hearts, there's a role Rigathi Gachagua played. Rigathi Gachagua was the only man who could deal with the Kenyatta family. And in fact, the way Rigathi Gachagua attacked the Kenyatta family, he's yet to recover from those kind of attacks after this particular betrayal. So the truth is, Rigathi is out to portray William Ruto as someone unreliable, someone you cannot really trust. I don't know what you think about it. I'm not so sure, but it is not very clear. Number three, and this is the most dangerous one. Rigathi Gachagua is a man on a mission. And the mission is one: to revenge. And how is he planning to revenge? Simple. By stopping William Ruto from becoming the next president of Kenya again in 2027. Because for Rigathi Gachagua, if William Ruto were to win again, he's going to be a man in trouble. But he has that key. He believes that he can really stop William Ruto because there's nothing for Rigathi Gachagua to lose. If anything, he was impeached, which means he cannot run for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya again until 10 years. So he's going to lose nothing. But he wants to be in a position where he's going to revenge. He's very bitter. He spent his money. Then he was kicked. Yes, earlier today I was talking to one of my friends from Nyeri, Simon, and Simon was revealing to me that the reason why Maina Njenga attacked Dorcas Gachagua in that particular event is that that preacher, I think in the mountain, you know, they believe in prophecy a lot. He's a prophet. And that he had actually prophesied to Rigathi Gachagua just before the election that he's going to be the deputy president, but he won't serve for 2 years. And that there's another thing he has prophesied to Rigathi Gachagua. I don't know about it. And that's why Maina Njenga was sent to stop the pastor before making that particular prophecy. I don't know how that is. But number four, William Ruto's only option as we speak, the Luhya nation. Forget about the Western Alliance. The Luhyas can vote for him. But how the Luhya nation will vote is the only option left for William Ruto. Because we are looking at a mountain which had or gave him the highest number of votes. Gone. The Luhya nation is not so sure. Even if the entire Luo nation were to vote for William Ruto. Because the kisses are definitely going for Fred Matiang'i. So William Ruto is looking at purely the Luhya nation. And Rigathi Gachagua understands that. And that is why Rigathi Gachagua is outside there responding. The fact that we are talking about Rigathi Gachagua's attacks or warning to the Luhya nation, it means it's something which is significant. And lastly, the 2027 politics or campaigns have begun. And what we are going to witness is Rigathi Gachagua decampaigning William Ruto. Rigathi Gachagua is not going to allow William Ruto to lie. Remember, this is a man who was with William Ruto. He was a deputy president. Most of the mistakes William Ruto committed were committed when Rigathi Gachagua was still the deputy president. When you talk of SHA, when you talk of which tender, when you talk of which deal, Rigathi Gachagua was still in government. Up to now, Rigathi Gachagua still has insiders in that government. And for me, if William Ruto is not careful, Rigathi Gachagua is going to send him home in 2022. In 2027, whether he likes it or not. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.